Coach Rob here, and I hope that you are doing great. In today's video, I am going to cover one of the most common questions that I see in our Women Who Lift Weights Facebook group, and that is, should you use a belt and when will you use it? Okay, should you use it and when should you start using it? All right, but before I get to the information, my name is Coach Rob, Robert King. I am the owner and creator of Women Who Lift Weights. I love helping women get stronger, and welcome to our channel. I hope you find this information useful, and please by all means have a look at our other videos, and I would love to hear from you. Okay, so let's talk lifting belt. Okay, first question is, should you use a lifting belt? If you are squatting, deadlifting, training heavy with the power lifts, the basics, I would say almost 100% that you should use a belt, okay? Let me tell you a real quick story, and then I'll explain a bit more. This kind of sets the stage for things. Many, many years ago, when I was doing a lot of martial arts and a lot of lifting, I thought of the lifting belt as being a crutch, okay? I was like, I want to get my body strong head to toe. A belt is a crutch that I should not rely on, and I didn't use one. And I'll keep this story short, and I'll tell you the longer version maybe some other time. But I went for a heavy PR deadlift single, didn't get it, hurt my back really bad, and my back was never the same afterwards, okay? Now that injury in return was a blessing in disguise. It caused me to learn a lot more, but the bottom line is this: I should have worn a belt. I should have been smart about it, okay? So first and foremost, should you wear a lifting belt? Yes. Okay, now let's talk about when you should use it. Okay, there is no starting time that you need to start using a belt. Okay, so there's no set like, hey, I've been training 3 months or 6 months. There's no set amount of time. A good rule of thumb is about 6 months. Okay, somewhere around there, but it's really going to vary from person to person, your training, your background. So there's no real right or wrong time. Okay, but about 6 months is a good-ish number. Around there, okay? But again, there's no specific time. When would you wear a belt, okay? So a couple of things here is, one, anything 5 reps and under, I think using a belt is a good idea, okay? Anything to me 80%-ish if you're doing percentage-based training. Anything 80%-ish above is always smart. Anything in singles, doubles, triples, always smart, okay? So there's nothing wrong with using it. It's a great tool when you know how to use it properly, all right? But here's another thing is, you have to make sure that you do beltless training, and you have to make sure that you train your core, your trunk, the same way you would almost any other muscle group, if not more, all right? So don't neglect your core and trunk training, and don't neglect your basic beltless training. Think of this as being addition to making you stronger and safer, okay? So it's a great tool. I highly recommend you get a good one. I love my SBD belt. I've used numerous belts over the years. They're all good if you know how to use them properly, okay? What the belt does essentially is it improves intra-abdominal pressure, so it allows you to push out and brace your core harder, which then in turn stabilizes your spine, okay? That's it in a very basic nutshell. You can go a lot deeper into it, but should you use a belt? Yes. When? Maybe about after 6 months or so. Be sure to do beltless training, be sure to train your core and your trunk often, and be sure to build a good strong foundation and then reinforce it with the belt. I hope you found this helpful. Drop a comment below. I would